Namaste. Out here in nature, enjoying this space. Thought I'd give you guys an update, and currently up in Washington at the Olympic National Forest and National Park, something like that. Anyways, it's very much supposed to be like a rainforest and very gorgeous. As you can see, all the greenery behind me, just so lush and so vibrant. And currently in fasting this weekend, and I just wanted to, speak on how great it is to fast when out in nature, because it just regenerates you, it restores you. You're able to take in so much more energy, so much more what we call nutrients from the environment surrounding you, and it allows you to achieve quicker and greater harmony, I would say, just on a personal level with nature, and getting that state of correspondence, perfect correspondence. Like, I got here the other night, it was pretty cold, and being out in bare feet and no shirt, just a lot faster the body started to adapt, and it didn't feel as cold. It was still, if anything, almost slightly warm, so to speak, when I put on my sweater. And just how great it is, and just hanging out by the river, just to show you guys that, because it's gorgeous, and then having sunlight, shining directly on. But also with fasting, don't, when you're fasting, try to be out in nature. Like, really make the effort to be out in nature. Really try to not be in your house when fasting. Like, when I first started getting into a lot of fasting, I was on my second day of fasting, and normally at that period of time, like the 2 days, like about day 2, I'd always feel super tired, super drained of energy. And I was reading Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. I'll put that in the description below and in the comments. And he was saying, like, just getting out in nature helps to recharge you. And I was like, all right, I'm feeling so tired, I can hardly move my body, but like, let me just do the best I can, bike out or hike out to this nice little scenic view about like a mile out. And once I got there, or less than a mile, once I got there, I just noticed, even though it was pretty chilly, my body just started to get more and more energy, as it was like kind of like the battery levels just started to increase for the physical human battery. And I just started feeling much better, much more energetic. And so from that point on, I've always thought how important and how great it is to be out in nature when fasting. And now, so my perspective has shifted from being out in nature for the energy and all that, but like to think of fasting as like your day to feast on prana, your day to, it's like, instead of like feasting on normal food, fruits and stuff, it's like, okay, today I'm going to feast on God. I'm going to feast on God's energy alone. And really sit with that, because that really changes your perspective. Like, if you're fasting and think it's going to make you weak, then it will make you weak. But if you're fasting because you want to take more of God's energy, then you're going to take more of God's energy. You're going to feel more energetic, because you're already telling your mind, and your mind is telling your body that, hey, today we're going to be eating cosmic energy. Today we're going to be feasting on prana. And that changes everything. It's a huge conscious shift. And practicing that while also being out in nature just supplies both ends, because it helps to transition to that place more effectively, because the sunshine, the fresh air from the trees, the plants, the water, the earth, ground, and all of that, the 4 elements, is like you enter a state of harmony with that place, and that allows you to that much more easily perceive spirit in his energy. Like in the Essenes Gospel of Peace, kind of end on this, Jesus speaks like one needs to go through the mother before they can go to the father. And he kind of describes this as the analogy of like the mother raises up the little baby into a child, and then once that child is old enough, the father takes him out to go teach him how to work in the fields. And so the analogy is like, we must raise our bodies, our minds, through the practices of being in harmony with nature. And then once we have that place of harmony, that place of correspondence, we are then able to work in God's kingdom, work on God's field, be able to do the meditations more practically, more effectively, be able to serve in God's world and in the way he wants us to more effectively, once we have our own harmony with nature in the mother. So fast more often, get out in nature more often, and peace be with you all.